Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nvidia price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Starting on the all-time history, we're looking at 1212. We're looking at a wave 3 towards the upside, 4 and a 5. Currently we have finished a wave 5. With it we have finished a wave 3 in the orange scenario, and you're looking for a wave 4. This wave 4 of course is a reflection for your wave 2 here, of course, where you have a very sharp wave 2 in a zigzag. It is an alternation, of course, for this wave 4 exactly in this area where you are looking for kind of like a flat for a wave 4. Now, basically, of course, this can be something unfolding like very corrective as a triangle, or of course as a finished W, X, and a Y. We're gonna dive inside it, of course, on the daily. As we can see on the daily chart, we are looking, of course, at a potential finished wave 4 with 3 waves toward the downside, taking the low, hitting the blue box, hitting the nice fibs, of course, for a wave 4 in 0.38. Now, if we are looking, of course, inside a triangle here, it is a little bit hard to call a triangle a running triangle because, of course, your wave B has overshooted, meaning A, B, and a C. You would like to see, of course, the triangle in this form rather than, of course, something else, yeah, like rather than taking the low here. Meaning low possibility, of course, for a triangle, higher possibility for a finished W, X, and a Y. Let's move inside it, of course, to see what is going on inside this wave. We see a lot of choppiness, of course, a lot of overlapping inside this correction, meaning, of course, higher potential that this is a finished double zigzag here, where you have a potential zigzag finished in this way, or you have, of course, still one more leg toward the downside to finish it, of course, with a bridge in between, of course, for the X. However, what I don't like in this scenario is to call a WXY inside a wave Y. Very rare scenario, preferably to have a very clear pattern, 3 ways pattern, of course, for a wave Y, somehow like this. But yeah, it's hard to get it. It's hard to get one. If you have an ABC finished here, for your A, you're looking for a wave B. If you are looking for a wave C, meaning it should be an impulse, hard to get an impulse in this area, as double 1, 2 as well is a little bit low possibility. Or if you are in an ending diagonal, also low possibility your wave 4 already very longer than your wave 2, meaning invalidation of any kind of impulsive waves or motive waves toward the downside. And that means, of course, we have this rebounds currently toward the upside, which, of course, after hitting the 1-to-1 fib level as well, taken from this WX and a Y potentially, and then we're gonna move inside it to see what's going on. Now, basically, we have here a 1, and then possibly, of course, 1, and then 2, while your wave 2 is a little bit choppy, but it can be a wave 2. And then you're looking for wave 3, wave 4 invalidation, or we cannot say invalidation because if this is considered your wave 1, your wave 4 did not hit the wave 1. Now let's move 15-minute chart to get clearer a little bit the price action. You see this wave 1 now, we can call it, of course, an impulse internally because it is very, very high rejection, or I would say even, let's see the 5-minute chart. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 inside it, right? So it is kind of an impulse. But if we get even much more closer here, you can see, of course, a triangle formation inside it, which is not allowed a wave to be a triangle, but only a wave W, meaning W, X, and a Y. Your X is 3 ways towards the upside. Your wave Y is, of course, yeah, it looks even as an impulse, meaning, yeah, how can I call a wave W, X, and a Y, and the wave Y is an impulse? Is it a clear impulse? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending diagonal? Yes. Well, here that is, yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, so it is an impulse. So I have to call it an A, B, and a C. So basically, the wave A is kind of like, it can be, of course, A, and then your wave B is a triangle, and wave C very shallow, right? So kind of like A, B, and a C as a running flat, which I don't like it as well, but what can we do? It's a very micro. But we got an impulse. This is the idea. So we got an impulse as a wave 1, A, B, C for a wave 2. You're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We did not take the high, by the way. Yeah. So by the way, we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So even we did not see any kind of invalidation yet. So potentially we're still looking for higher in a wave 5 only for a wave 3. Let's label this. If we have a wave 1, we're looking at a finished wave 2 here, still finished wave 4, not yet. Yeah, so we still need to finish a wave 4, wave 3, and then of course moving to the 4 and then to the 5. Preferably that your wave 3 hits at least the minimum target 1.27 minimum. And to call it, of course, much more as an impulse rather than a corrective wave. Because if you get the 1-to-1 fib level, here we go. You almost hit it, but even not yet. Look how much critical it is. So that means if this wave 5 will hit just 100% the 1-to-1 fib level and move towards the downside, definitely directly we're going to consider this, of course, as an A, B, and a C, guys. Okay, so there is no other possible scenarios. A, B, and a C potentially that it might unfold as well as a scenario here with the 1-to-1 fib level. So you have to be careful with this scenario that it might, of course, move towards the downside from here. Yeah. In case we are impulsive, you would like to reach a little bit higher, at least the 1.27 inside this blue box, I would say. Yeah, and then to call a wave 3 inside it. Yeah, this wave 3 that we're looking for can be, of course, this impulse, and then finishing wave 4 and a 5 later on. And then we take it from there, guys. And of course, if we have finished an impulse here, it can be, of course, a continuation for a wave 2, 3, 4, 5, or another scenario. If you are corrective, don't forget you have several scenarios. A, B, C finished as a zigzag, which it might finish as well. A wave 1 as a leading diagonal, right? So this leading diagonal, of course, is just to remind us with the scenario, but nothing is 100% here that this is the price action that is gonna be followed, guys. Okay, just to mention. Meaning if we finish here A, B, C, even if at 1-to-1 fib level, it can be, of course, your wave 1 for your leading diagonal. Meaning the leading diagonal can start from here as well. Who knows? Yeah, but we're gonna see still. We still need more data, right? More price action to get, of course, a price decision. What is gonna do? The 1-to-1 fib level is a price decision. If we overshoot it, we are much more likely moving for a wave 3, 4, and a 5. If we hit the 1-to-1 fib level, we move towards the downside. Okay, you have two scenarios. Definitely you're moving towards the downside. The first scenario is 3-wave corrective for a wave 2 in leading diagonal, and then wave 3, of course, as a zigzag, wave 4 correction, and final zigzag for a wave 5. If we break this and we move towards the downside, breaking the low, of course, because a wave 2 even can test the 0.886, guys. It can be even 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Nobody knows. Very tricky price action right now. Very corrective, very volatile. And I would say a lot of uncertainties because, as you can see, we have a lot of scenarios in this area. So basically, a wave 1, 2, the wave 2 can hit the 886 even for a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, continuation toward the upside. Yep. So the answer of this price decision is the $115 at the 1-to-1 fib level. We're going to see, of course, the price action after this. And then, of course, we decide what the price can be after those 3 waves for a wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Or it's going to move for a new low inside the blue box as expected, because we're still expecting, of course, one more low potentially to hit even a little bit lower, which is the 1.618, taken, of course, from this A, B, and a C, in case it is something like kind of like expanding flat. But yeah, very far possibility because this doesn't look impulsive. However, we're going to see, guys, these are the possibilities. Now, higher possibilities is to take the 1-to-1 fib level. And then we see after it, are we moving higher? Are we moving lower? Then we decide which scenario is taking lead. That was it for NVIDIA. Thank